power of intention, and then you guys deserving what it is that you want. So whether it be losing weight, whether it's clearing skin, whether it may be detoxing and getting to a better point, a healthier state in your life, you have to feel that you deserve it. You have to feel that it's going to come to you. You have to feel that you are generating abundance and you are manifesting that. Because if you're going to fall under the scope of, look, I want this, I'm not going to deserve this, I'm never going to get this, you are never going to have it. So, you guys always working towards and progressing and always staying positive. I love the positivity that you guys always have. I love the constant pursuit of trying to be better. You guys have been so amazing with that. And don't ever lose that. I mean, you're going to have times where you're discouraged. You're going to have times where you feel like maybe you can't do it. But you have to reiterate the fact that what is meant for you, you will achieve. So if this is, I mean, all of this stuff is so achievable. You guys just have to put yourself in a mental state to be able to really attract and accept it. So, I mean, the universe, as quacky as it may sound, you can manifest. So you guys have to believe that. So I had some great questions. I know we took a week off there, 4th of July. I hope everyone had an amazing 4th of July. Zach, starting it off, what's your take on steak? That's it's one because we have a lot of, basically everything from me stems from like a raw plant-based. I eat minimal meat. On occasion, I'll eat some meat, and it's not because of any benefit to me. It's more so just because I'm not super strict with raw vegan. I hate like the term vegan, but I will say that I'm mostly plant based. I don't eat steak. I can't eat steak because I have a metabolic disorder. I can't really break it down anyways. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be completely honest with you. I think every now and then, if that's what you want, that's fine. If you enjoy it, that's fine. I don't think there's any positive uh, benefit to having it. Some people will talk about lean muscle, creatine, things like that. I've been in the bodybuilding world before. I know that raw fruits and vegetables have given me the greatest just sense of body in my entire life. Give me the greatest clarity. People will talk about carnivore, but there's a lot of delayed symptoms. So when you're most of these guys are all steak, I'm tough, and it's just really just wounded men in the grand scheme of things. And there's nothing wrong with liking steak or wanting to put on lean muscle or things like that. But it's really just an old model. So when you're eating steak, I mean, it kind of comes down to the fact that I mean you're eating, and there's nothing wrong with eating meat or anyone eating meat in this group. So I advocate and I'll put clients on plans of eating lean meats, but steak is never on there. They can have it maybe once a week, but at the end of the day, you're eating dead flesh. You're eating what the animal eats. There's different tiers to buying meats. Not all meat is the same. Not all cattle are raised the same. Not all cattle have the same diet, the same, atmosphere, things like that. So you have to realize that what you're taking on or what you're eating, you are taking on whatever the animal took on, whatever the animal ate, whatever environment the animal was in, and that can pose some really big problems. So it's kind of the fact of karma as well, where energy is neither created nor destroyed, and it just kind of is passed on. So Alexa asks, what is the main difference between fresh cow's milk and milk that you buy in the store? Is fresh cow's milk better for you? It's a great question. Again, I'm not like a big animal product person. I don't drink milk. I don't drink raw milk. I get that it's like a big fad right now. I've even seen some raw vegans, go that route to where they'll start eating eggs and drinking milk. Anything that's not processed is better for you. So, cow's milk, fresh cow's milk, is not as bad for you as processed, I would say. But you have to remember that a lot of these cows, artificial insemination, um, and as well as, I mean, just overabundance of just constant, they have to be pregnant in order for them to milk. So they're not healthy cows, they're not happy cows like they're advertised. And that's one thing that you have to remember again, and that's what I told Zach, is what you're putting in your body is the cow's atmosphere, the cow's life, the cow's diet, and things like that. So it's really important to have that thought going into it. So again, I can't say one is better than the other. I don't drink milk. I don't advocate for milk. They're filled with hormones. pumped with hormones constantly. They found pus cells in milk, so it's a big deal. So I don't do it at all, and milk causes acne 100%, no matter what it is. So Portia asked, this morning I was thinking about buying a probiotic supplement. Literally just saved $50 today by watching your video about gut dysbiosis. That's awesome. So while healing the gut, don't consume fats with fruit the majority of the time. Yeah, no. Because the sugar needs to be shuttled to the cells, and your body only needs insulin to do that. But when you are having like a high fat diet, it slows down your blood. So the sugar that's absorbed very quick slows down, so it stays in your bloodstream, so it keeps your blood sugar high. High A1C, pre-diabetic, all these issues that you have, as well as when you have just high fat in a diet, it slows everything down. So it slows down detox. So that's why when you're on a detox program, you want to eat fruits like melons, berries, and grapes. Grapes, melons, berries. I keep saying melons. Melons, grapes, and berries is what you'll hear all the time. And you want to avoid avocados, bananas, things like that. Those like more like fatty fruits, and because they slow down the detox process, because they thicken the blood, they slow the blood down, as well as they give your body an opportunity to not necessarily clean out the bad bacteria in the gut. So when you have like dysbiosis in the gut, your body has to get rid of that through essentially autophagy, but as well as detox through the lymph system. And when the lymph system is backed up, you can guess why. When you're eating fats, everything slows down. It poses a major, major threat. So again, Portia asked, what are the signs of detox is needed for the body? It's so easy to be exposed to so many toxins, even with just breathing in pollution. So what are the signs of toxic overload in the body? That's a great question. So you can have anything, really anything that is not normal for you is a symptom. So there's a root of the problem, and then there's the symptom that is just like kind of like your body like, hey, something's not right here, something's not really going well. So you'll essentially have like things like acne, brain fog, gut issues. You'll feel tired, brain fog. I may have already said brain fog because that's such a common one. Um, you'll have just flare ups in general weakness, tiredness, and all of these are really just a sign of toxic overload. You can look at your skin underneath your eyes. Are they dark? Do you have dark circles? Do you feel dehydrated? Do you feel generally tired? Do you feel weak? These are all things that you have to ask yourself. And if anything's out of the normal, it's going to be an issue. So I highly recommend getting like a metal uh, panel done to see if you have any heavy metals, and then just to get a toxic panel done and a gut test. It gives you guys a really good starting point to go ahead and see like where am I at, how am I feeling, what's going on here. And really that's like the biggest thing that I can advocate for, because those are things that I've done. So I'm still in the process of healing my gut. I'm not perfect. I've come a long, long way. I've learned so much in my like going on 15 years of doing this, 16 years, wow, of doing this. So yeah, you just want to treat your body well, and you want to stay away from the processed foods and stay away from the dairy milk and things like that, the cheeses, the things that you know are not beneficial to you. Stick more towards raw foods, plant based, and you will not have nearly as many issues as anybody else. Stay away from uh, overabundance of salt, overabundance of fat, and really, like I said, if you can do raw until 4 o'clock, it's probably the most beneficial thing that you can do. It's really going to completely transform your life, and it's going to give your body the ability to detox during the day, and then you can have that meal at night. It's best to have your biggest meal at lunchtime, because then you have most of the day to like work it off and move and things like that. But everyone's sedentary already. It's good to keep that lymph system moving with eating fruits, berries, and melons throughout the day, and really giving your body that detox overnight after that bigger meal. So I would say stop eating, don't eat anything after 8 p.m. and you should be in really, really good spot. So all of your questions have been so awesome. You guys have been amazing. Again, I just kind of want to talk briefly about just really feeling that you deserve it. A lot of times, and even for myself, a lot of the time, you become so like addicted and ingrained in your identity that you feel like you don't deserve anything more. That you're like, no, like this is my life. This is all that I've ever known. I don't know what it's like over there. I don't deserve that. I'm going to sabotage it, or I'm going to stop. I'm going to quit. All these other things. You're going to talk yourself out of it. You do deserve it. You deserve a life that you're proud of. You deserve a life that makes you happy. It doesn't mean that you'll be happy all the time. It doesn't mean that we're chasing happiness. We're chasing contentment. If you're not miserable where you're at right now, if you don't feel the dire need to change or move forward or progress, it's not always a bad thing. But if you were stuck and you are sick of where you're at right now, I would say let's get on a coaching call. Let's really go through the things that are really bothering you at this moment in time, and we can lay it all out. So you can book a coaching call. We can do a discovery call if you'd like. We can do an hour coaching call if you want a deep diver session. And I'm just really proud of you guys because it takes a lot to be introspective. So you guys are all amazing. Super proud of all of you. I hope that this helped, and let me know the feedback in the comments of the video. So, all right, I'll see you guys soon.